Good morning. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Maria? Not getting any sound from anybody. Hmm. Okay, I'm starting to hear some people.
Yes.
All right. So we have, okay, there's Laura. Good morning, Laura. There's Veronica. Okay, let's see, we have Maria Diego over here.
Yes.
Okay,
Good morning, teacher.
Maria's here.
Yes.
Okay, good, welcome. Okay, Anna's coming in. Okay, Uveli's here. Can you hear me, Uveli?
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Karina's here. Okay. Dulce's coming in. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Good. Fine, thank you.
Fine. We make it through the week okay. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, little by little, we'll get through this, right? We have 8 weeks, 8 weeks of online classes more. Let's see. Let everybody in here. We got Dulce and Wendy. Okay. All right. So here we are this morning. It's April 18th. Did you all have a nice Easter? Last Sunday. Last Sunday was Easter. Yeah. Very strange Easter. We couldn't go to church, so we just sat around the house, huh?
Yeah.
So the best we could do, though. The best we could do. Let me see here. Okay. Oh, admit.
Olha, menina.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think we have enough people to get started here. So let's get started with our verb practice. And then we'll jump into our lesson today. Today we're going to talk a little bit about cause and effect, using the word because and because of and other connectors like that. But first, let's start with our usual verb practice. And let me share that with you right now. Let me do a share for you. Let's see, where is it here? There we go. All right. Can everybody see the paper?
Yes.
This is the paper I sent to you a little earlier today.
Yes.
Let's see. The first one says last night.
Last night.
The teacher, an interesting video to the class last night. Last night is past.
Yes.
Show is a regular verb in past. So what can we say?
It is.
ED, right?
Is the past. It is.
Showed.
Showed.
Yeah, all we need to say is showed. Let's see, let everybody in here.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's see. The next one says, that's a good idea. What can we say there?
I don't think.
I don't
I
think.
don't think.
I don't
Don't
think.
think. Right. Simple present. I don't think that's a good idea. Now the next one is what we were talking about in our first class of online classes.
Tomorrow.
We have tomorrow, but we have the word plan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now remember, is plan an infinitive or a gerund? Plan.
It's infinity.
Infinitive, right? Plan to bring. Remember, those things about the future tend to be infinitives. What books do you plan to bring to class tomorrow?
What books do you plan to bring?
Plan to bring. Okay, let's see. The next one says, I a very interesting rumor about you last night. Well, last night is past.
Very interesting.
Here is irregular, right?
Yeah.
So what is the past tense of here?
Heard.
H-E-A-R.
Here.
Heard.
Right? Heard.
Heard.
I heard a very interesting rumor about you last night. Heard. Simple past, irregular, heard.
Heard.
Okay.
Heard.
The next one says every Friday. Every Friday is, in general, right, a regular activity.
Yes.
So what should we say? The class?
Every
Should we,
Friday.
should we say takes or is taken?
Taken.
Takes, right?
Take.
Because it's Friday, every Friday, right? Taking would be today, right? So takes. Every Friday, the class takes a short test.
Takes. Oh.
Now, number 6 says these days. These days. These days means at this time, right?
Yes.
So should we say tries or is trying?
Trying.
Trying.
Trying, right? An action in progress.
It's trying.
Whoops. Is trying. These days, Mrs. Leary is trying to learn French. Is trying.
It's trying.
Let's see. Come on in. Come on,
Trying.
admit. Okay, the next one. The next one says at the moment, so it's going to be present continuous again, but it's negative. So should we say isn't or doesn't?
Isn't.
Right.
Isn't.
That's right.
Organic.
Isn't picking up the trash at the moment. Now the next one says I avoid. Avoid is one of those words that uses gerund, exactly. Avoid, stop, finish, quit, cancel, postpone. They all use gerunds. So we're going to use jogging. I avoid jogging through the park. It is too crowded. I avoid jogging through the park. All right. The next one says how long.
How long?
Remember this from last week, right?
Yes.
Where somebody started something in the past and is still doing it today.
Yeah.
So should we say is, does, or has?
Is.
No.
Has.
Right. How long has Mr. Sanchez? And the second side, we could do two ways. We could say been working or worked. Been working is what we call present perfect continuous. We'll have a lesson about present perfect continuous a little later in the semester. My level 5s and 6s will know about that, but my level 3s maybe not yet. Now the next one says never.
Never.
Again, have, right? We
have never.
We have never. And then we want our past participle,
Met.
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 met. That's another of our present perfect, right? We talked about that last week. And just to remind you, let me remind you one more time. Can everybody see the board now?
No.
Yes.
Not yet.
Do you see the board?
Yes.
No.
No. Oh, the board, yes.
Yes, you see
Yeah.
just a big white screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So remember last week we talked about some key words for present perfect.
Yes.
Remember when we were talking about your personal experience, we can use words like ever, never, and before, right? Have you ever seen the movie Titanic? I have never visited San Francisco. I have used the copy machine before. And then for recent activities, we can use words like already, not yet, recently, lately, just, still, right? Already, not yet, recently, lately, just, and still. Those are the words we use for recent activities with present perfect. And remember, we can also have our how long question with present perfect. How long have you lived in Los Angeles? And you can answer the question with for or since. Right? Those words are words we really need to memorize, especially my level 3 students. Because level 4, 5, 6, you should have these memorized already. But level 3, this is new, right? This is what we talked about last week, using ever, never, before, already, not yet, recently, lately, just, still, how long, for, and since. And remember, present perfect. Let me put some examples on the board here. Present perfect is always going to be have or has plus past participle, right? So, for example, have you ever swum in the ocean? Have you ever swum in the ocean? Or I've never been to France. Or I've seen this TV program many times before, etc., etc., etc. Right? We're using present perfect with all of these keywords: have or has and past participle. Okay. Has everybody got that copied down?
Yes.
Take a photo of the screen. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. Let's go back to our worksheet then. Go back to our worksheet. And so here we have never met any famous people. Okay, now the next one, number 11, says last night. Past tense, but negative. Past negative. Right.
Simple past. Didn't write.
Perfect.
Didn't write.
I didn't write any letters to my mother last night. Now the next one says I feel like. Now in this case, like is a preposition.
Yeah.
Like is a preposition. And remember, what did we say last week about prepositions? Preposition plus ing. Exactly. So I feel like going to my friend's house to watch the football game. I feel like going.
Going.
Present perfect for poor Dulce is having problems. She has been trying to get in about 5 times now. All right. Hopefully they get in this time. All right. Now the next one says for a long time. Now that's the one we were just talking about, right?
Yeah.
So do we want is, does, or has?
Has.
Has, exactly. Has Terry had her sweater for a long time? Has had. Present perfect.
Has had. Okay.
Number 14. Probably.
Oh.
Probably is about something in the future, right?
I guess I will.
I will. Exactly.
Where
I will probably
Stay.
stay home if it rains
Stay.
tomorrow. Will
home.
probably stay.
Wow.
Poor Dulce is having a problem. Let me see if I can help.
Yeah, Dulce.
It says joining, but it's not joining her. Poor girl is stuck. Oh no. All right, I have to give her a message. Log out and try again. I put you in, but you're stuck. All right. Okay. All right. Poor Dulce. She's so close, but so far away. All right. Now the next one says not until next month. That's future, but negative.
It won't.
Sure.
Won't.
Won't rent.
Won't
Or
rent.
of course we could also say isn't going to
Isn't
rent.
going to rent.
The landlord isn't going to rent out the apartment until next month, or he won't rent out the apartment until next month. Isn't going to or won't. All right. The next one says, only a quarter when I was young. When I was young is past, and we have our be verb.
It was.
Sure.
Was.
The soda was only a quarter when I was young. Was. Very good, very good. Now number 17 is a be verb, but future. So we're not going to use am, is, are, was, were. What are we going to use for future?
We haven't.
No. When did?
Because it's the
Will.
before
When
is
we-
we haven't.
When will?
When are you be?
When
At home
will you
tomorrow?
be, right?
Mhm.
When will you be?
Yeah.
Future with be is will be,
Oh,
right?
I'm sorry.
Will be. Okay. All right. The next one says the students about the graduation party in the last class. The last class. Last class is past. So what can we say?
Talked.
Talk.
Talked.
Talk.
The students.
Talked.
Talked. Right. Talked. All right. Now the next one is about yesterday. Yesterday is past, but this one is negative.
Didn't
Didn't.
get
Perfect.
any
We
mail
didn't.
yesterday.
Didn't get.
Didn't get.
All right. Let's see. The next one. Every winter.
Every winter.
Every winter. What can we say?
Bye.
Buys.
Buys. B-U-Y-S. Buys. Okay. The next one has the word ever.
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 Has Martha ever?
Has Martha.
Has Martha ever
Very good.
Visit.
Has
Visited.
Visited. Visited.
Good. Has Martha ever?
right. There's that word ever, so we need the ed with the has.
Visited. Yeah.
Visited.
Okay. Now the next one says where the book after he used it.
Well, yeah.
This is past over here, right?
Yes.
After he
Uh-huh.
used it.
Yes.
Mhm.
So where
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 did
where did exactly?
Where
Where
did
did
Jack
Jack
put
put the book after he used it? All right. The next one says right now. Randy, right now.
Randy is reading.
Is reading. Perfect.
Randy is reading.
Is reading. You got it.
Right now.
All right. Number 24, we have the word enjoy. Remember that from 2 weeks ago?
Yes,
Enjoy, enjoy
Get
plus
Gerunds.
Exactly. Enjoy.
Just help him.
enjoy
Oops, if I can spell it right. Helping me.
helping?
And next Friday, what happened?
It's future.
Future, so
Will
will
complete or is
complete.
going complete.
Will complete or is going to complete. Okay. All right. Good. So there we go. All right. Let me stop that share for a second and come back to the main room and see who we got here. Got a nice big class today. All right. Let's see. A couple people, I don't see your name here. We have Samsung Galaxy. Who is Samsung Galaxy? Let's see. This over here. Let me see. This is Cruz, right? Cruz. Okay. Give you your name there. Okay. And Samsung Galaxy is who?
Me? Virgilio.
Virgilio. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Virgilio, let me give you your own name so I don't have to call you Samsung Galaxy. Okay, Virgilio. There we go. There we go. Okay, now, so we have Maria Diego, Laura Cruz, Veronica, Adan Juveli, Juan Pablo, Ana Castro, Wendy, Luis,
Hello.
Cruz, Edna, Yolanda, and Noé, Miguel, Karina, Virgilio, and Christian. Okay, that's a nice group. That's a nice group. How are you today? Everybody happy?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Did you have a
Good, thank you.
tired? Yeah,
Hi, Yolanda.
yeah.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Everybody.
Our big family
Hi.
is back together. Very nice. Good to have you all here. Good to have you all here. Now today, as I said, we're going to talk a little bit about two ideas. The first idea, cause. The second idea, effect. They always go together, right? You have a cause and an effect. And there are a number of different ways that we can use cause and effect. Before our break time, we're going to talk about two that are a little tricky. And then after break time, we're going to talk about a few more ideas that are a little more complicated, perhaps. Sounds good? So far, so good? No
Yes.
problem?
No problem.
No problem. All right, good. Okay, so let's talk about the grammar first. Then we're going to do some listening, and then we're going to do some practice. But first, let's talk about the grammar a bit. Now, I sent you a video. Did I send it yesterday? So
Yes,
did you have a chance to watch that video yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. So you have a good idea of what we're going to talk about. So let's take a look.
Yes.
Let's take a look at this a little more closely. All right. Okay. Can I erase all this stuff that's on the board?
Yes.
Everybody's got it written down? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Now, when we have cause and effect, we have several different ways we can make sentences. We're going to start by talking about two that are always confusing to people, and then we'll talk about some more after the break time. The two that we use a lot, let's see the waiting room. Okay. All right. Two that we use a lot are what we call a clause connector and what we call a preposition. Students, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the microphones so we can have a little more quiet during my presentation.
Okay.
Okay.
So just give me a second here. I'm going to turn off our mics so you'll be nice and quiet. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. All right, there we go. Okay, a little more quiet here. You can listen more carefully. All right, so we have clause connectors and we have prepositions. Oops. Prepositions in English, or sorry, let's start with clause connectors. Clause connectors are two: because and since. We're going to talk about because before break time. We'll talk about since after break time. But they're both the same. They're both the same. We always use them, with a subject plus a verb. Clause connectors used with a subject and a verb. Now, prepositions, different story. The prepositions that we have that we're going to talk about are because of and due to. And how are they different? They're different because we use these with a noun. A noun is, remember, a person, place, or thing. Okay? All right. So, for example, let's look at an example with cause and with a clause connector. We could say, for example, because he had a heart attack, Mr. Sanchez has to be careful not to work too hard. Right? So what do we have there? We have because he had a heart attack. We have a subject and a verb. A subject and a verb. He had. All right? Now, on the other hand, we could say the same thing with a preposition, but we have to say it just a little bit differently. What did I say? I said, because of his heart condition, Mr. Sanchez has to be careful not to work too hard. All right, what do we have here? I have not a subject and a verb. I have a noun, heart condition. Heart condition is a noun. So when I use the noun, I have to use because of. So here, he had a heart attack. So we have a subject and a verb. Here, heart condition. That's a noun. Okay, let's give you two more examples with the other one. All right. Let's try another example with since. Since Ricardo is not a U.S. citizen, he can't vote. Since Ricardo is not a U.S. citizen, he can't vote. Again, what do we have? A subject and a verb. A subject and a verb. Ricardo is not. Let's see if we can say the same thing, but with a preposition. Due to his citizenship status, Ricardo can't vote. Due to his citizenship status, Ricardo can't vote. So we have, again, we don't have a subject and a verb here. What do we have? Citizenship status. That's a noun. So we use a preposition, due to. So because and since with a subject and a verb. Because of and due to with a noun. Now, another thing that's possible is I can write these sentences with because in the middle. Let me give you an example of that. Everybody likes Pedro because he is friendly. Again, I put because in the middle. But notice what happened. If I have because in the middle, I don't have a comma. You see how I used the comma in the first case? But in the second case, I have only the word because. No comma necessary. Okay. All right. Now, on the other hand, I can say with because of in the middle too, right? I could say everyone likes Pedro because of his positive attitude, right? Positive attitude is a noun. But again, I use because of in the middle, no comma. Okay, let's see the same thing with since, or not since, but yeah, since. Again, I can put since in the middle. Like, so for example, the store is closed since today is a holiday, right? Again, we have a subject and a verb. The store is closed since today is a holiday. Since today is subject and verb. On the other hand, we can have due to. The store is closed due to the holiday. Because of, since, due to, right? If you use one, you need a subject and a verb. If you use the other, you need a noun. So, for example, over here, he had. Ricardo is. He is. Today is. On the other hand, heart condition, citizenship status, positive attitude, holiday. Those are nouns. Those are nouns. Okay? I'm going to turn the microphones back on to see if anybody has any questions. Well, I'll let you finish writing these examples down. Any questions about that so far?
I got just one question.
Yes, please.
I do understand, but just only since it's the same thing, do, or it's different means?
What's that?
The since, I know since, but when you use do, to, the mean is the same since?
It means the same thing. The only difference is the grammar, right?
Okay.
When you say since, you use a subject and a verb. When you say due to, you use a noun.
Okay. Got it.
Now remember, students, it's important to remember that since, right, desde in Spanish, has two
Yes.
different uses in English. We can use it to tell us the reason for something, but we can also use it to tell about time. So for example, I have been here since 2:30, right? That sense is
Yes.
is present perfect, right? This sense
Yes.
this sense is different. This sense is different. This sense is a reason. For example, I say, since it is raining, I'm going to stay inside today, right?
Okay.
To tell you the reason for something, right? So since can be used for two things. I can tell you the time, or I can tell you the reason, but they're both acceptable with since.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to stop the share and bring it back to everybody here. My beautiful large class. I love to see it. Let's see. We have a couple people here that I don't know who they are. Let's see. G7 Thin Q. Who are you?
Cruz.
G7 Thin Q. This person right here. It just. How about this person? iPhone. Who is iPhone? Hello.
No.
iPhone, who are you? I don't know. Okay.
No,
I hope you're listening. All right. Anyway. Okay. So do we feel pretty okay about this?
Yes.
Are we ready to do practice?
Yes.
Yes, let's do some practice. We're going to do some practice in two ways. We're going to do some listening, and then we're going to do some practice with a small group, and then we're going to do some practice together. Okay? That sound like a good plan?
Okay.
Sounds like a good plan to me. All right. So let me share my screen again, and this time we're going to do some listening. Okay? We're going to listen to somebody who has a problem, and we're going to see how they solve the problem. Okay? All right.
I got this.
Okay, let me see here. Here we go. Okay, can everybody see where it says friends and family?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oops, it's getting too small. There we go. Make it bigger. All right. So we're going to hear about a lady who has a problem. What do you see in picture number 1 there?
Is this a small detector?
It's a smoke detector, right? A lady's going to have a problem with her smoke detector. Her name is Anna, right? And she's going to call her neighbor. She's going to call her neighbor. Her neighbor's name is Maria. See, Maria? And then this is her husband, Daniel. And what does Daniel have in his hand there?
Ladder.
He has a ladder, right? Daniel has a ladder in his hands. So Daniel is going to help Anna. Picture there.
Is
What's he going to do?
change the batteries
He's
for
going to
detector?
change the battery. Exactly. He's going to change the battery. in his friend's smoke detector. Okay, there's certain things. All right. Can everybody see where there's a little chart here?
Yes.
Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
No, the
Where
last
it says
word.
where it says been busy, children sick, ceiling too high.
Yes.
Everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay, so let's listen. I'm going to turn off the microphones again, and we're going to listen. We're going to listen to this conversation. Choices here, and we'll see what the problem is. Let me. Okay, let's see here. Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to put everybody on mute, and we're going to listen.
Unit 3, Friends and Family. Page 33, Exercises 2A and 2B.
Hello?
Maria. Hi, it's Anna.
Hey, hi Anna. How are you?
Good, thanks. But I've been super busy. Listen, Maria, do you have a minute to talk? Are you eating dinner?
No, we've eaten. What's up?
Well, I need a favor.
Sure, Anna. What is it?
The smoke alarm in my kitchen is beeping. Beep, beep, beep. I need to change the battery, but the ceiling's too high. Can I borrow your ladder?
Sure, but I have a better idea. Daniel can come over and change the battery for you.
Really? Are you sure he has enough time?
Oh, Anna, you know Daniel. He's never too busy to help a neighbor. He'll come over in 5 minutes.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. I owe you one. See you.
Wait, Anna. I want to ask you something. Did you hear our noisy neighbors last Saturday night? They had a party until 3 in the morning. Because of the noise, we couldn't sleep at all.
Gosh, that's too bad, Maria. I didn't hear anything, but you should complain to the manager.
Yeah, I know. I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Let me put everybody's microphone back on so we can talk about this a little bit. Hello. Were you able to hear that?
Yes.
Yes.
No problem.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So let's take a look here. All right. It says put a check next to Anna's problems. Let me hold on 1 second here. The sound is always very bad if I do this. So let me try it again without the sound.
Hi, Anna.
Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, very good. Everybody very friendly here. I like this friendly class. All right, okay. All right, we're back. Okay. Now, was one of Anna's problems she was busy? Yes. She said she has been super busy. All right. How about number 2? The children are sick. Is that a problem?
No. No.
No, she didn't say anything about sick children. How about the next one? The ceiling is too high.
Yes.
Yes, that was a problem because she said, "Oh, Dulce, you finally made it. It's good to see you." Yeah. Anyway, the ceiling is too high. She said, "The ceiling is too high. I cannot reach the smoke detector." Right? All right. How about number 4? The car alarm is broken. Is that a problem?
No.
That's not a problem. All right. Number 5. The smoke alarm needs a battery.
Yes.
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 Yeah,
Right.
she talked about that.
You talked about that. And number 6, the neighbors are noisy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Although the problem was more for Anna's neighbor than for Anna, right?
Yeah, for Maria.
Yeah, for Maria's problem because Anna said I didn't notice the noisy neighbors, right?
Yes.
Maria said I didn't notice. All right.
Yes.
Okay, good. So let's look at the vocabulary that we heard in that story. Can you see these vocabulary words?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have the word alarm. No problem. Very similar word in Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we have the word appreciate, which is also similar in Spanish, right?
Yeah. Yes.
We have the word battery. No problem, right? Now this one is always a little tricky. Is everybody clear on the difference between borrow and lend? We've talked about this before. Is everybody
Yes.
clear about the difference?
Yes.
Right. Let's talk about this real fast because I want everybody to understand this. All right. I'm going to erase all this stuff. All right. So two words, right? Borrow, lend. Sometimes we use one, sometimes we use the other. Right. So I need a pencil. Can I borrow yours? Right? I need a pencil. Can I borrow yours? Right? And the answer?
Of course.
Yes, yes.
Of course, I will lend you my pencil. See the difference?
Yes.
If it's yours, you lend it. If it's not yours, you borrow it. Right? So what did Anna want to know from her friend Maria? She said, "Can I borrow your ladder?" Right? Can I borrow your ladder? Right? Right? Borrow is when it's not yours. Lend is when it's yours.
Okay.
Right? So if it's yours, you lend. If it's not yours, you borrow. So the determination, which one should I use? Well, whose property is it? Is it your property? Then you lend it. If it's not your property, you borrow it. Okay? Got the idea?
Yes.
Yes, sure. Okay, very good. All right, back to what we were talking about. All right. Come over. What's the difference between come over and come? Come over. When do I say come over?
When you go
It's like
to
you
in
invite
few
somebody
minutes or
To somebody's house, right?
yeah.
To visit somebody's house, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So I, you know, back before coronavirus, if you were talking to your friend, you'd say, "Hey, I'm watching the soccer game. Why don't you come over?" Right? Come over means come to my house, right? All right. Complain, of course. What did Anna say about the neighbors? Anna said you should complain to the manager, right? Complain is when you have a problem, right?
Mhm.
The next word is favor. And how do we say it? Can you do me a favor? Right? That's how we say it. Can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor? And then we have the word noise, noisy, and oh. What's the difference between noise and noisy? Noise and noisy.
This is noisy.
Speaking of noisy.
Yeah.
This is noisy.
Yeah, very good example. Very good example.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, I wasn't hoping for that, but okay. All right. So noise is a noun. Noise is a noun. Noisy is an adjective. So remember what did Anna say? Because of the noise, we couldn't sleep. And then that's a noun. On the other hand, she says, we have very noisy neighbors. Adjective. And this last word, oh. When do we use the word oh?
Oh.
If someone says, hey, you owe me $5. Means what? It means you
owe money?
You owe money. You are responsible to pay, right?
Yeah.
You owe me money. You owe me some money. So in this case, Anna says, I owe you one.
I owe you one.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
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 If somebody says, I owe you one, what does it mean?
You have to do a favor.
A favor for the other person, exactly. right? Right? You say, okay, you did a favor for me. Don't worry. Next time I will do a favor for you. Right? I owe you one. Okay. All right, good. So let's see if we can put these words into this story. Okay. Can everybody still see the words?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so let's see. It says Anna and Maria are neighbors. Anna calls Maria because she needs a favor. The smoke in Anna's kitchen is beeping. The smoke what?
Alarm.
Alarm.
Smoke alarm. She needs to change the
Battery.
battery. But the ceiling in her kitchen is too high. Anna asks to...
Husband?
She wants the ladder, so she asks
On.
to
Borrow.
borrow the ladder.
Oh, yeah.
She has to borrow the ladder.
Borrow.
Very good. All right. Let's see. Maria says her husband Daniel will with a ladder.
Len.
Will what?
Len.
Will come over, right?
Over.
Come over with the ladder.
With the ladder, come over.
Will come over and help Anna.
Come over.
Anna says, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I
Appreciate it.
well, but this one says you won.
I owe you one.
I owe you one. I owe you
Oh,
one.
I
All right.
I owe you one.
And this means she
complain.
She
she complains or she appreciates?
Appreciate.
Appreciates, right.
She appreciates Maria and Daniel's house.
Appreciate, right.
Appreciate.
All right. Then Maria tells about their, should we say noise or noisy here?
Noise.
Noisy.
Noisy, right? Because it's an adjective.
Neighborhood.
The noisy neighbors. Noisy neighbors. Right? And the neighbors had a party on Saturday night because of the noise. Maria and Daniel couldn't sleep. Maria tells Anna tells Maria that she should complain to the manager. All right, very good, very good. Excellent. Okay, now, on the next page, we have because and because of. And this is what we want to concentrate on today. All right. This is what the video I sent you was about, right? I sent you that video. We watched it already. Some of you did anyway, right?
Yes.
Because and because of. So notice these examples here. It says here, Anna can't reach the smoke alarm because, and what did I say about because? Subject and verb. Because the ceiling is too high. Subject and verb. Ceiling is. Or, but on the other hand, look at this one. Anna can't reach the smoke alarm because of the high ceiling. Okay? All right, let's look at this next one. Because the ceiling is too high, Anna can't reach the smoke alarm. Because of the high ceiling, Anna can't reach the smoke alarm. Again, notice I put it in the first position. I need a comma. I need a comma. Okay? No problem?
No problem.
No problem. All right. I want to practice this a little bit more. I want to practice this a little bit more. Okay. All right. Okay. Can everybody see the page?
Yes.
Yes.
So, for today's practice, I want to concentrate on because of and because. Because of and because. Due to and since is the same story, but today we're going to concentrate on because of and because we're going to talk about since after the break. Okay, so I want us to look at these sentences, and I want you to tell me if we need because of or because. Because of or because. Okay, how about this first one? Can everybody see it?
Yes.
It says
It's
his
because.
Now do we have a noun or a subject and verb here?
Because.
We have religion.
Yeah, because this is noun.
Religion is
Right?
noun.
So because of, or again, due to. Both would be fine. Because of his religion, due to his religion. Because of his religion, due to his religion. Because of, due to, noun. Okay. Now, how about the next one? It says, my daughter has 3 kids. Because, right?
Because.
Why?
Because it's verb.
Subject and verb, right? My daughter has. Exactly. All right. The next one, it says, I took a break. I was tired.
Because I was tired.
Exactly. Because I was tired, or since I was tired. Here we have dead battery. Okay, we're just talking about batteries. The car wouldn't run
Because of.
Because of a dead battery, or due to a dead battery. All right. Battery is a noun. Now, how about number 5? Number 5 says money problems.
Because of.
Exactly. Again, we have a noun. Money problems is a noun. So we want to say because of. Because of money problems, I moved back to my hometown. Okay. How about number 6? Herman lost the chess game. A foolish mistake.
Because
of a foolish mistake. Right. Or due to. And again, foolish mistake. Mistake is a noun. Okay. Let's look at number 7. Number 7 says, he loves baseball. What can we say there?
Because he loves baseball.
Because he loves baseball, or
since
he loves baseball.
Since.
Because he loves baseball, since he loves baseball. Okay. The next one. The next one says, I don't have to work today. It is a holiday.
Because or
Because
of?
Because is
Do we have a
Because
subject and verb, right? So we say because. Or since. All right. Let's see here. The next one. Her family. Emily doesn't want to move to. What can we say for that?
Only because it is a subject and verb.
because of.
Because?
No, because.
Because. Yes, because.
We say her family.
Yeah.
Her family.
Because of, right?
Because of.
Or due to.
Oh, because of.
Because of or due to her family, Emily doesn't want to move to another city. Because of, due to. Okay. Let's look at the next one here. The next one here says, my dog got into a fight. I had to take her to the veterinarian.
Because of.
Now, let's think about it. My dog got. Subject,
okay,
verb.
it's the subject and verb. Okay, it's because.
Or
Since.
Right. Because my dog got into a fight, I had to take her to the veterinarian. We have a subject, dog, and a verb, got. All right. The next one. The trip was a disaster. Bad planning.
Because.
Planning.
Planning
Because of.
is a-
Planning is a noun.
Esa no.
Or
Because of
do
or
do it.
Two.
do.
Do. Do two.
Do it.
Itu bahasa.
Okay. All right. Now the next one, because I'm learning Spanish.
It's because it's a subject and verb.
Because
Exactly. Or since. I'm learning Spanish since I'm taking a trip to Colombia next year. Right? Because I'm taking subject and verb. Very good. Very good. All right. The next one says, I live close to the school. It is easy for me to walk to school.
It's because it's a subject and verb.
Exactly. Because. Or since.
Okay.
Okay. Now the next one says, Nancy is retired.
Because it's a subject and verb.
Because or since. Otra vez. And finally, everyone likes Sammy
Because of
Because
good
of
or do
his positive attitude or due to his positive attitude. All right.
All right.
So far, so good. All right. I'm gonna make a copy of this page and I'm gonna send it to you in the app so you can look at it.
yes, please.
But basically we have the rule, right? Okay. All right. So let's go back to this page.
Can you put a little up? Oh.
Okay. Can everybody see the page?
Yeah.
All right. It's a little too small now. Let's see. Let's get it bigger. All right. Can everybody see the little story that says a nice surprise?
Yes.
Can you see it clearly?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I want you to take a couple of minutes on your own, and I want you to see if you can put in because of and because. So so you don't have to write the whole story, right? So for example, number one is because we have a subject and a verb, right? So I'm going to turn off everybody's microphone and give you about 5 minutes and see if you can figure out the answers to these questions.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So give me about 5 minutes to work on this. Okay. And then we're gonna talk again. Okay.
Yes.
Go for it. Okay. Okay, how we doing?
Yeah.
You finished?
I done.
Okay. All right. So let's look together. Again, what's the rule? What's the rule? The rule is we say because, and then we have a subject and a verb.
And the verb.
When we have because of, we have
Where's
a
a noun?
A noun, right? Because of, noun, because, subject and verb. All right. So the first one has a subject and verb. It was. So we say because.
Yeah.
So Lay wanted to bake a cake because it was her neighbor Margie's birthday. Lay needed to go to the store because
she didn't have any flour.
because we have she didn't. That's a subject and verb.
Yes.
However, her car had a flat tire. She probably got the flat tire
because of.
Well, let's look carefully. Her tires were old. Her tires were old.
Oh, it's because it's the verb.
Because we have a subject and a verb. Her tires were.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the next one says this problem. Because of this problem. Because of this problem. She couldn't drive to the store. And she couldn't walk to the store because of the distance. Right. Good. So number 5, because of.
And number 4?
Number 4, because of. Right? Because we have problem and distance. Problem and distance.
Yeah.
All right. Now the next one. The next one says she went to ask. Lay had a clever idea. She went to Margie and asked to borrow a cup of flour. Margie was happy to help her
because
she had a lot of flour and because she was a good neighbor. Exactly. All right. 2 hours later, she returned to Margie's house with a beautiful cake. When Margie opened the door, Lay shouted, "Happy birthday!" Margie was very surprised
because
of the wonderful surprise. Okay. All right. Very good. No problem?
No problem.
No problem. All right. Very good. Now, last thing we're going to do today is we're going to work in little groups. Not last thing today, but the last thing for right now. We're going to work in little groups. And we're going to practice this. Can everybody see the page?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I am going to send you this page. If you have a computer and you know how to do a screen grab, you might want to do a screen grab of this page. I'm gonna make one here and give it to you. Okay. 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 All right. I'm gonna stop the share for a second. Okay. Hello. Welcome back. All right. And now. I'm going to, let's see. Okay. All right, hold on one second here. Okay. All right, let's see here. All right, hold on one second. Okay. All right. Hold on. Sorry, students.
Hasta en agosto, correcto. Ojalá que todo siga mejor. Sí, primeramente Dios, hay que estar siempre en oración. Sí. Así es, porque solo Dios puede hacer la obra en este momento.
Hola, everybody.
Ya llegó el teacher.
Hi,
Hi,
teacher.
teacher.
How are you, everybody?
Hi, thank you,
Have a
teacher.
nice break. Get to
Yes.
chat in Spanish a little bit.
Yes.
No problem. No problem. I understand. No problem. Well, welcome back. Welcome back.
Okay.
So what did we learn before break time? We learned about because of, since, and due to, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to talk about those things, but I also want to add some more things. Now, if you are a level 3 student, what we talked about before break time is what you need to concentrate on. Because and because of, right? That's mostly for level 3. Oh, by the way, I want to tell you this before I forget, because this is an couple important things I have added to our Schoology page. So let me share my Schoology page with you, and then I can show you what I have added. Okay, let me see here. All right. Where is it? All right, so let me see here. Okay, all right. ¿Dónde está? I don't see it. Okay, all right, let's go here. Here, okay. All right, let me see here. All right, do you see the Schoology page?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And remember, we are the Panthers down here, right?
Yes.
So I want to show you what I added to the page. Here's our page. And I want, if you look, the very first thing you're going to see on the page now is called a skill checklist. And this is a list of all of the grammar skills you need to know for your level. So you can open it up, and it will open here. And it has a list. As soon as it opens, I'll show you. It has a list of, it's just one page, but it has a list of everything you need to know for your level. And it has a little checklist. So for example, this is for level 5. This is the level 5 checklist. So you see all this checklist. It has all these different things for level 5. Or actually, no, this is level 3B. Sorry, 3, not 5, but 3B. This is level 3B. So it has a list of everything you need to know for your level, and then a little space for you to check when you feel like you know this. So you can say, okay, do I know how to use have got? Check. Do I know how to use if and simple present? Will for a future possibility? Check. So my advice to you is to print this out from your, if you have a printer at home, or keep it on your phone so you can look and say, okay, what do I need to know for this my level? Because sooner or later we're going to have to take a test on all of this, and I want you to be ready for your level of the test. So there are, yeah. Sooner or later we're going to have to take a test. So I want you to be ready. So I want you to get your skill checklist and start studying the things specific for your level, right? Because this class has 5 different levels in it. Sometimes I don't talk about everything for every level. But that's the beauty of the Schoology page, is there's a lot of stuff there that you can study on your own. Let me show you another thing that I added as well. Do you see down here at the bottom where it says class materials?
Material? Yes.
Okay. These are all of the presentations from the previous classes. For example, the first week we talked about gerunds, right? Second week we talked about present perfect. Third week we talked about past perfect. So for example, you say, oh, I forgot, what did the teacher say about present perfect? Well, let me open up my page, and this is the same presentation I gave in class, right? You'll see it coming up here slowly, right? This is the one I showed you in class last week. So So you see all of the past participles there, and all of the times when we use present perfect, and then all of the explanations, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you can look at this and study if you miss a class, or if you want to review something I said during the lesson. So it's all there in the Schoology page. Okay, so that's something I've added this week, and I've added. I'm going to be adding things all the time to the Schoology page. So that's why it's very important for you to check it regularly, and see if there's anything new there for you. So those are the 2 new things I've added this week to the Schoology page. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Very good. All right. Let me stop the share for a second. Okay.
Teacher,
Now,
teacher, the
yes.
class is in YouTube for review?
Last week's class, I had a problem recording, but this week's class will be, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. And plus also, remember that I'm also teaching a Zoom class for level 3 in the morning, and for level 4, 5, 6 in the morning, and for level 4, 5, 6 in the evening. So if Saturday class is not convenient for you, or you want to get more practice, please let me know, and I'll give you the code for that class too. Because obviously this is a Zoom class, so you can come to it anytime you want to. So if you want to come to my morning class, level 3 I teach on Monday and Wednesday, and level 4, 5, 6 on Tuesday and Thursday. And
What
then
time, teacher?
the 4, 5, 6 class is at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then my level 3 class is at 10:30 Mondays and Wednesdays.
Okay.
And then in the evening, 7 to 8:30, I teach 4, 5, 6 as well. So if you want extra practice, please let me know. Just send me a message. Say, I want to go to the morning class, or I want to go to the evening class, and I'll give you the code for the class, and I'll add you to the group, and you can just join the class anytime you want to, so that you can get some extra practice if you have time, of course. Obviously, it's a very crazy time, but I want to be as flexible as I can for people who say, well, I don't know if I can come every Saturday. Well, maybe you don't come on Saturday. You can take it on Tuesday night, right? Whatever.
Teacher,
Yes?
in case we can get that class, you always repeat the Saturdays the class, because I can take it any time in the weekend.
Yeah. What's that? Say it one more time.
If I can take it Monday and Tuesday, you repeat the class all the time Saturday, right?
It's not necessarily the same content, but it's similar. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's the same level, but I might be talking about something different on Monday and Tuesday, but it'll be similar. But it's all going to be from your level, right? It might, like for example, last week in 4, 5, 6 we talked about these connectors as well. So if it's like extra practice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like a completely different class, because it's still class 4, 5, 6, but it'll be extra, more practice, or if you can't come, or you want extra practice on something, just
Teacher,
that's available to you if you want it.
Teacher, in the evening class, what days?
It's Monday to Thursday, 7 to 8:30.
For the level 3A, what days is teacher?
Monday and Wednesday from Monday, Wednesday, 10:30 to 12.
In the morning?
In the morning, that's a morning class. Yeah. Yeah, I don't teach level 3 in the evening.
I have Bollywood in the evening. No,
I teach level 4, 5, 6 in the evening.
Okay.
I don't teach level 3 in the evening. I teach only level 4 in the evening.
Why?
Oh, sorry. that's my job. I can't tell you. I can't be 2 places at one time, right? But I mean, if you want to practice in the evening, it'll be
But you don't do it one day in the morning, one day in the afternoon.
I know I should. Maybe I should change. All right. But
Teacher, where we looking schedule for class?
Pardon?
Where we looking schedule for class?
I'll send you a schedule, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and because yeah, that's something would be in addition to Saturday. Of course, I want you to come on Saturday, but that's just if you feel like, oh, I want more practice. Like I said, this is a Zoom class, so you can come from your house. So there's no reason why you couldn't come to this class, right? This is the class I teach at East Los Angeles Occupational Center during the week, but it's no reason why you can't learn. Because there's plenty of room in these classes, so I'm always happy to see more students if you want to come. Okay.
I want.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So what did we talk about before break time? We talked about because and because of, since and due to, right? In other words, we talked about clause connectors and prepositions. Now we're going to talk about all of the different ways to do cause and effect. We're going to talk about all of them, okay? So let me open a screen and share it with you. If I can find it here. Where is it? Okay, all right, there it is. Okay. All right. Okay, can everybody see the presentation?
Yes.
Cause and effect, combining ideas in English. Okay, everybody can see it. Very good. Very good. Okay. All right. So we talked about two already, but let's go through them once more just to be careful. Right? In English, there are various strategies to combine a cause with its effect. For example, because of the coronavirus, many people lost jobs. Right? We just talked about that. Because of. Right? Because of noun. Because of noun. Oh, while I'm giving this presentation, I'm going to turn off the mics again so we have a little more quiet. All right, let me turn off the microphones. There we go. All right. All right. Okay. The next one says, since I'm not a citizen, I can't vote. Again, we talked about since before break time. Since plus subject and verb. We didn't have a map, period. Consequently, we got lost. That's one we haven't talked about yet, consequently. Becky is a nurse, so she knows a lot about health. So that's another one that we didn't talk about before break time. So the first two we talked about, preposition, clause, connector. These two we haven't talked about. Consequently is called a transition, and so is called a conjunction. Let's look at the differences. All right, so here's the four ways. We have our clause connectors, because and since. We talked about that before break time. We have our prepositions, because of and due to. Also, we already talked about those. We have a new one called a conjunction. The conjunction is in English is very popular. We use it all the time. So, I was sick, so I stayed home. And transition words, which are a little bit longer words. They're very similar to conjunctions, but as you see, they're much longer. Conjunction only has two letters, so. But therefore, consequently, por eso, right, are what we call transition words. All right? Let's look at each one carefully. Each connector requires slightly different grammar, and that's the tricky part. We already saw the difference between the clause connector and the preposition. Let's look at our clause connectors. The most common way to connect ideas in English is with a clause connector. They can be either at the beginning or in the middle of the sentence. Each part of the sentence must include a subject and a verb. Our keywords for clause connectors, we said already, since and because. For example, because you worked hard, comma, the boss is going to give you a day off tomorrow. Or the boss is going to give you a day off tomorrow because you worked hard. Notice both are fine. But if I put because in the first position, I need to put that comma between the two clauses. I need that comma. All right, let's look at since. Since I paid in cash, I got a discount on my purchase. Again, comma. I got a discount on my purchase since I paid in cash. No comma. Right? Remember, because and since are always with the reason, the cause. Why are you going to get a day off? Because I worked hard. Why are you going to get a discount? Because I'm going to pay in cash. Right? Since and because are always connected to the cause. And notice the comma if I begin the sentence with a connector. Right? Because you worked hard, comma. Since I paid in cash, comma. Prepositions. Like clause connectors, prepositions can be either at the beginning or in the middle of a sentence. However, the preposition is only used with a noun. Remember, preposition was the ones we talked about before break time. Because of and due to. Those are our prepositions. To and of are prepositions. So we use a noun, or more likely a noun phrase. Sometimes we use just a noun, like because of rain, but usually we have a noun phrase, which is like a noun and something else. For example, because of the bad weather, the picnic was canceled. Or the picnic was canceled because of the bad weather. Again, bad weather is a noun. Bad weather is a noun. So we say because of. Due to the traffic, I was late for my job interview. Again, due to the traffic. Due to noun. Due to noun. I was late for my job interview due to the traffic. Again, if I put because of and due to in the first position, I use a comma. If I put due to and because in the second position, no comma. I need that comma if I begin the sentence with the preposition. I need the comma. All right, so everything I just mentioned is stuff we talked about before we took a break. Now, here comes the new stuff for the second part of class. The conjunction. Conjunction is different than the clause connector because the conjunction is always in front of the result, the what happened, right? And there's only one conjunction, so. You put the cause, so, effect. Cause, so, effect. And it's always in the middle of the sentence. I cannot start a sentence with so. I always put so in the middle. And usually after a comma, unless the first part of the sentence is very, very short. Let me give you an example. I'm very busy today, comma, so I can't go to English class, right? That's the only option. I cannot say it any other way. I can't switch it around like I can with because. I took the medicine regularly, so I started to feel better. I took the medicine regularly, so I started to feel better. Right? Again, cause, comma, so. Cause, comma, so. Next Monday will be a holiday, comma, so I don't have to work. right? Take it easy, relax. So there we have so. Always in the middle and always after a comma. Now, there are other reasons in English why we use so, but this use is the one we're focusing on today. So plus subject and verb. So plus subject and verb. So we have cause, comma, so, subject, verb. Good. All right. Now the next one is very similar with one little difference in punctuation. And that's the transition. The transition is different with only, instead of a comma, we use a period. Like conjunctions, transitions are always between the cause and the effect. However, the transition is used after a period, and of course, with a capital letter. It's a new sentence. We usually use transitions to combine longer ideas. If you have a very short sentence, you will say, so, it rained, so I stayed home, right? So is more likely in that case. If I have something that's longer, I'm probably going to use a transition. And what are our transitions in English? Therefore, or consequently. Therefore, consequently. Example, there is a citywide quarantine in effect for the next few weeks. Punto. Therefore, comma, all English classes must be online. Right? Punto, therefore, comma. Punto, therefore, comma. It's still cause and effect, but it's two separate sentences now. Two separate sentences. Let's look at another one. Victor worked hard, came in early, and did excellent work. Okay? Punto. Consequently, the boss gave him a raise and a promotion. Cause, punto, consequently, effect. All right. There's Victor with his good hard work. All right. The end. You came to class today, comma, so now you understand cause and effect. Because you understand cause and effect, your English will be better. Okay, let me stop the share here. And let's put everybody back on their microphone. All right. So, any questions about so and therefore? What was the big difference? What was the big difference between so and therefore?
So is for a short sentence, and therefore is for a longer.
Exactly. And what's the difference in the punctuation?
And the so is with comma.
Mm-hmm.
In conclusion is the period.
Right. Consequently is after a period. Yeah.
Okay.
Consequently after a period. Now, there are many other transitions and many other conjunctions, but we're just focusing on cause and effect today. So we have 3. So we had 4 words we learned before break time, and now we have 3 more after break time. What are the 3? So, therefore, consequently. So is a conjunction after a comma. Consequently and therefore are transitions after a period. No problem?
No problem.
All right, good. I want to practice a little bit. All right, so I'm going to share another screen here. Okay, if I can find it. Here we go. Okay, let me share this screen here. Push the button. There we go. All right, can everybody see the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now I have here a hat. Can you see my hat?
Yes.
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 All right, in this hat are the 7 different connectors. And we're going to see if we can make a sentence using the 7 connectors. Okay? All right. So the first one I have here, we have the cause is horrible earthquake, and the effect is many homes were damaged. And I have the word due to. Can we make a sentence with due to? What can we say? Due to. Can everybody see the cause? The cause is horrible
Yes.
earthquake, and the effect is many homes were damaged. So what can we say?
Due to many
to-
homes were damaged.
Due to what?
Many homes.
Where?
But we have to have the cause first, right? What's the cause?
Damage.
Due to
We have the cause over here. The, the earthquake, right?
Sí.
So
Due to a horrible earthquake.
due to a horrible earthquake, that's the noun, right? Due to a horrible earthquake,
Many,
comma, what can we say?
many homes.
So, not many.
Many homes
Many
were damaged.
Many homes
were
were damaged.
right? Due to a horrible earthquake, many homes were damaged. Due to a horrible earthquake, many homes were damaged. Due to noun, comma, and then we have our effect. Okay. Now, number 2 says, traffic was bad. I was late to the meeting. Let me get one of my reasons here. What do I have? I have, let's try this one. Consequently. Consequently. All right. How could I put those 2 ideas together with consequently? What could I do?
Because
Well, we want to use consequently this time. Let's use consequently.
Due to?
No, consequently.
No. Dice, I was late to the meeting. Consequently, the traffic was bad. Or it's inverse.
The other way, right? First, give me the reason, okay?
Okay.
So first, give me the reason. What was the reason?
The traffic was
bad. Was bad. Punto, right?
Punto. Consequently, was late to the meeting.
I was late. Oops. Late to the meeting, right?
Okay.
Traffic was bad, period. Consequently, I was late to the meeting. Okay? All right. Number 3. Let's try the word because. Because he was a hard worker and Jake got a raise. What could we say there?
Because
he was a hard worker.
Because he
Jake got a
was
raise.
a hard worker.
So?
What?
No, because
No, we don't.
Jake got a raise.
That's it.
They got raise.
All right.
Okay. Because he was a hard worker, comma, Jake got a raise.
Okay.
All right. The next one, I have because of. How could we say that with because of?
Because of computer problems, I wasn't able to join the Zoom lessons.
Okay, very good. So, some people had that problem today, I think. All right. Because of computer problems, right?
Computer problem. Because
I wasn't able to join
the Zoom class.
the Zoom lesson. Okay.
Lesson.
Thank you.
All right. So far, so good.
Yes.
All right. Number 5.
Due to
All right.
leg.
We have broken leg. Broken leg is a noun, right? So what can we say?
Due to a computer problem.
Due to a broken leg.
Broken leg.
Sí, the broken leg. A broken leg.
Comma.
Due to a broken leg.
Mr. Robinson staying home.
Stayed
Jeff.
home. Due to a broken leg. What?
No.
Jeff.
Jeff couldn't play.
Mr. Robin, stay home.
Sorry. Yeah. I got ahead of myself. Jeff couldn't play basketball. Okay.
Jeff couldn't play basketball.
Oh, Jeff couldn't basketball.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Mr. Robbins has a bad cough. Mr. Robbins stayed home. Okay. Now, let's see if we can do this one with so. Can we do this with so?
We have a bad cough, so
Mr. Robinson stay home.
Mr. Robinson has bad cold, so
Has a back cough,
comma.
Mr. Robin stays
So-
home.
Mr. Robinson.
Yeah, so Mr. Robbins
so Mr. Robbins
Stay home.
stayed
So Mr. Robinson
home.
stay.
Mr. Robbins had a bad cough, so Mr. Robbins stayed home. Okay. And the last one, let's see if we can do it with therefore. Can we do it with therefore? How do we do it?
Cause.
No, therefore.
Therefore, job.
No.
Therefore, Peter have many headaches.
No.
No, so we can say Peter has a
Has a many
very
headaches.
stressful
Stressful.
job.
Yeah.
Punto.
Therefore,
Therefore, he has many headaches. Okay. All right. Everybody got the idea?
The last one, no teacher.
Yes.
Remember, therefore is just like so.
Yes.
Right? Therefore is just like so, except for one is a period and one is a comma.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here, if you can you see these?
Yes.
Let me make them a little bit bigger. Oops. There we go. Right? So these are the ways we're learning now. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We could put because, since, because of, and due to in the first position. Right? So what do we have? Because, cause, comma, effect. Or since, cause, comma, effect. Because of, noun, or due to, noun. Right?
Yeah.
Or we can do the same thing with the word in the middle. Right? Because of, since, because of, and due to. So if you say, let's say I have a headache, I can't do my homework. I have a headache, I can't do my homework. Let's take those two ideas. So what can we say? Because
I have a headache.
Because I have a headache, comma, I can't do my homework.
I can't do my homework.
Or
I have a headache.
no,
I have a head.
I can't do my homework
I can't do my homework
because
my
I have a headache.
because have a headache.
Right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So you say, because I have a headache, I can't do my homework. Or I can't do my homework because I have a headache. Okay? How about since? Since
I have a headache.
Since I have a headache,
Since I have a headache.
I can't do my homework.
Okay.
Or what about this one? I can't do my homework.
I can do my homework.
I got a headache.
Since I have a headache. All right. What about because of?
Because of the
Because
homework.
I have a headache.
Because of the homework or because of the headache?
Homework.
Because of the headache.
Because of my headache. Because of my
Because of
headache,
headache.
I couldn't do the homework.
Couldn't do my homework.
Or due to
Due to
Due to
headache,
my headache,
my headache.
I
I
can do
couldn't
my
do the homework. Okay? Or what can we say? I couldn't do my homework
I couldn't do my homework, so
because of my headache.
so my headache.
Or
Because
I
of.
couldn't do my homework due to
Because
Due to.
my headache. All right. How about the last three? How about with so?
I have a headache, so
I have a headache, so I can't do my homework. Or how about therefore? I have a headache.
I have a headache, therefore
Therefore,
staying
I
home.
couldn't
Staying
do my
home.
homework.
I can't do my homework, right? And I have a headache.
I have a headache.
Consequently,
I staying home.
I stay home. I can't do my homework. All right. Everybody got the idea?
Yes.
Okay. Now we're going to see if we can practice this ourselves. Okay. So let me share one more screen here. Share my board again. Okay. So everybody take out a piece of paper and I want you to write this down. Okay? Because I'm going to put you into small groups and you're going to work. Okay? Okay.
I don't see that. Oh,
Can you see?
now yeah.
Yes.
All right. So here's our cause and here's our effect, right? The cause is rain. The effect, the picnic was canceled. Okay? So these two ideas. All right. Now, I'm going to put you in a small group and I'm going to have you make some sentences. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to make a sentence with therefore. I want you to make a sentence with because. I want you to make a sentence with due to. I want you to make a sentence with so. I want you to make a sentence with consequently. I want you to make a sentence with, whoops, number 6, going to be because of. And number 7, which is the one I haven't mentioned yet, since. Okay. All right. So those 7, I'm going to want you to use. So everybody write down those 7 and write down the problem and the effect. Okay. Everybody got it written down?
Yes.
No problem?
No problem.
No problem. Good. Okay. Many problems. Okay. I'm going to stop the share. Okay. All right. I'm going to put you into little groups and I want you to talk together about making these 7 sentences and talk about how you make them together. Okay. So what's the problem? The cause is the rain. What's the effect? The picnic was canceled. All right. Those 2 ideas. Those 2 ideas. I want you to see if you can say it 7 different ways. Okay. Everybody got it? Okay, I'm going to put you into little rooms with small partners, and I'm going to put you into groups with 4 people, okay? Okay, so you'll be with 4 people, and you can work together, and I'm going to visit you in your room and see how you're doing, okay? All right, so everybody, we're going to put you into rooms. Everybody has some partners, okay? Everybody ready? So you're going to see a little button that says join. You're going to go to your little room and talk, okay?
Okay.
All right, no problem. Here we go.
No.
¿Con quién me toca?
So push the button that says join.
Join.
That button that says join. Okay, there you go. There you go. Push the join button. The join button. Yeah, push the button. There you go. You see the button?
Oh, teacher, every I push join, my computer is blocked.
Oh, it doesn't join?
Yeah, to class, I select join and my computer is blocked. No, understand.
Oh, you don't have the join button? Cruz, what about you? You see the button that says join?
Yes.
Push it. Push the button that says
Mm.
join.
No, no watching.
You don't see the button?
No.
You're going to try.
Yeah. All right, well, let me move you to a different room and see if it helps. Okay. You see a button now? Yes? No, maybe? Okay. Hello, students.
Hi, teacher.
I've come to visit. How are we doing?
This is a little problem. This
A
is
little
the
problem.
first.
Okay, what's the first one?
Is the therefore?
Therefore, okay.
Rain
Okay.
is the cause.
Oh,
In
oh,
effect
and
is
the picnic was canceled, right? So if you have rain, you're going to need to use a subject and a verb, right?
yes.
So what can you say?
The subject is the picnic was canceled?
No, that's going to be your second part. That's going to be the
Oh,
second
this
part.
is the second part.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tell me the reason. Why was the picnic canceled?
Because it's rain.
Okay, so we're going to start with the statement. It was raining. It was raining. Punto.
Therefore,
comma, the picnic was canceled. Exactly.
okay, got it.
All right.
Okay.
So that's what we call a transition. So we need a period and therefore with a capital letter. So we say it was raining.
It was raining.
Punto.
Punto.
Therefore, comma,
the
picnic was canceled.
The picnic was canceled.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, teacher.
All right. What's the next one say?
The sec is because.
Because of
because or because of?
No, because.
Okay. So again, what can we say?
Because
the picnic was canceled because
it's raining.
It was raining, right?
It was raining.
The picnic was canceled because it was raining. Mm-hmm.
Or this is inverse. It's the first
or you could do it. You could do it the other way too, right? You could say. Remember, with because you have flexibility.
Oh, okay.
I could say because it was raining, the picnic was canceled.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
okay.
This is a.
Okay, I'm gonna go visit a different room, and then I'll talk to you guys later. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, teacher.
How are we doing? Are we writing our sentences? What do we got?
What sentences, teacher?
That's the seven different sentences.
Yeah,
with the rain and the picnic.
¿Tienes ahí esa, María?
Sí.
¿En dónde te salió?
No, es que él nos mandó ese de tenemos que hacer un sentence de cada uno de estos.
Pero no lo tengo.
You didn't write down the paper?
No, teacher.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Since this room only has 2 people, I'm gonna move you guys to a different room so you can work with other students, okay? All right.
Okay.
So let me see here. Where are we? We got, all right. Edna, I'm gonna move you to room number 4. Okay, and Maria Diego, I'm gonna move you to room number 1. Okay, there we go.
The picnic was canceled.
How we doing?
Mr. Webb, I got a question for you.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here to help.
First one, yeah. Therefore, because that sentence is not complete because they say rain.
That's right. You got to make a complete sentence.
The picnic was canceled. So to use therefore, we can use like, it is raining, period. Therefore, the picnic was canceled.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to change it to a complete sentence, right?
Okay.
Because it's 2 separate complete sentences. So
yeah.
So if, for example, it was raining very hard, period.
Period.
Therefore, the picnic was canceled.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What about this? The second one. What's that? Because?
Because.
We can say, okay.
The picnic is canceled because
it's raining.
Because it's raining. Exactly. The picnic was canceled because it's raining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
The number 3, due to, they can say due to the picnic was canceled.
No.
No?
Due to has to be with the cause.
Due to it's
raining. Due to it raining.
But remember, due to is a preposition, so we need a noun. So due to
is hard raining.
Due to the rain.
Due to
right?
hard raining.
Due to hard rain.
The picnic was canceled.
Right. Yeah. Due to a rainstorm, the picnic was canceled.
Okay.
For example.
Yeah.
Due to hard raining, the picnic is canceled.
Due to rain hard.
A hard rain.
Okay.
Hard rain.
Due to hard rain, the picnic was canceled. Or the picnic was canceled due to rain.
Okay.
So,
to use consequently.
Consequently. Concepcion, you have an idea with consequently?
The rain.
The rain was very hard.
The raining was canceled? No.
First, tell me the reason. What was the reason?
The reason is canceled.
Same as therefore, right? So we say it was raining very hard. Punto.
It was raining hard.
Consequently. And then just give me the what happened. What happened? The picnic was canceled, right? It was raining very hard. Consequently, the picnic was canceled.
Yeah.
It was raining very hard. Consequently, the picnic was canceled.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Okay. It was raining very hard. It's period.
That's right.
Consequently.
Yeah. With therefore and consequently, we use periods.
Period. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I'm going to visit one more room, and then we'll have everybody back in a minute. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see here.
Since,
Where are we?
Okay, guys, you get it?
Get it?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Keep working. All right, I'll be calling you back in a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
Thanks.
Because of
Okay, now
Rain.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How we doing?
I tried.
We're trying.
We tried.
Doing our
Teacher,
best. Yeah.
teacher, when the uses so, it's okay say rain, so the picnic was canceled?
You need a complete sentence on both sides. So you have to say, it was raining,
Okay.
Okay.
comma, so the picnic was canceled. Right?
Oh, okay.
Remember, only due to and because of can be rain, right? Due to rain, because of rain. No problem with those two. But the other ones, we have to have a subject and a verb. So we have to say, what was it? So it was raining, comma, so the picnic was canceled.
Okay.
Right? We have sentence, comma, so sentence.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, my sentence because the rain, the picnic was canceled. Is right or no?
Because or because of? What did you say?
Because of.
Because of would work. Because of the rain, the picnic was canceled.
Because
Or because it was raining. Right? You see the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you say because of, you just need rain. But if you say because, you say because it was raining.
Rain. Okay.
See the difference? One has a clause and one has a phrase. Remember clauses and phrases we were talking about before? Because has to have a clause, subject, verb. So you could say because it was raining, right?
Oh, okay.
Subject and verb. Whereas the other one, because of, just needs the noun. Because of the rain.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't understand in therefore.
Therefore is like so, but it's with a period. Therefore and so are the same. The only difference is one is a period and one is a comma. Right?
Okay.
So for example, it was raining, comma, so the picnic was canceled. It was raining, punto, therefore the picnic was canceled.
Okay.
It's exactly the same as so, except for the punctuation.
Yeah.
The punctuation is different. The meaning is the same, right? This happened and this happened, right? It's like por eso, right? Por eso the picnic was canceled. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. A little tricky for me.
Well, yeah, it is a little tricky. It is a little tricky. But you're only at level 3, so you need to focus on because and because of. Those are the two for you. Yeah, the other ones are for 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. Level 3 just needs to focus on the difference between the phrase and the clause, right? And then the conjunctions and the transitions are more for 4, 5, and 6. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's go back to the main room and we'll check our answers together. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna close the rooms. Okay. See you later.
See you.
I'm gonna leave the rooms and I'll see you all. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back. I just saw you.
Yeah.
Everybody else is talking. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Juan Pablo, are you still working, or did your company close down?
Oh, I working. I am a driver truck.
Oh, okay. You're a truck driver, so necessary job, right?
Yeah, in Long Beach Port.
Is the business slower there now?
I work for a company transport containers on the Long Beach Port.
Oh, okay.
Only the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, the ports are closed.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you just move the container from the ship to the.
Yeah, I moved the container in California.
Oh, go anywhere around
It's local, but I go to Fontana, Corona.
Okay. So but you take it's like a big truck you have to take then.
Yeah.
You drive one of those big ones. Oh.
Yeah.
Those things scare me. I couldn't drive one of those. No, I admire you. All right. All right. Everybody back?
Yes.
Okay. Let's look at our answers together on the board, and then we'll see. Now it was a little tricky, and I hope I explained it to everybody. Remember that when you have a preposition, you can use that noun, rain. But when you have these other connectors, you have to have a clause. Remember, a clause is a subject and a verb. The clause here is very simple. It was raining, right? That's the clause we have to use. So let's see if we can make all 7 sentences together. Okay, I'm going to screen share again back to the whiteboard. Okay, share. All right. Can everybody see our board now? Okay. All right. So number 1 was, what was number 1? Number 1 was
therefore.
So I start with my clause, right? It was raining. Punto or comma?
Comma. Oh, period.
It's a period.
Therefore, comma, the picnic was canceled, right?
Yes.
The picnic was canceled. Edie, right? It was raining, period. Therefore, the picnic was canceled. Okay. All right. What is number 2?
Because.
Okay. Now, because we have flexibility, we can put it at the beginning or in the middle. What do you want to do?
Because it was raining.
Because it was raining.
The picnic was canceled.
Because it's raining, the picnic was canceled.
Or we could say
the picnic was canceled because it was raining.
The picnic was canceled. The picnic was canceled because it was raining.
Okay. So 2 choices for number 2.
Okay,
all right.
3.
What about number 3?
Due to.
Okay. So due to is a preposition. So due to.
Was canceled.
It was
canceled.
It was raining.
It was canceled.
Or
the picnic was canceled
the picnic
due to the rain.
Due to the rain.
Was canceled. The picnic was canceled due to the rain. The rain.
Right. Both are okay.
The
Due to the rain, the picnic was canceled. The picnic was canceled due to the rain. Right.
So
Due to is a preposition, so we're going to use a noun. Okay. Okay. Number 4. What's number 4? So only one choice was so, right? So what do we say?
The middle.
It was raining. So
the picnic.
Picnic was
Canceled.
Picnic
was canceled.
Canceled.
Okay. All right. So far, so good. What's number 5?
Consequently.
Consequently is just like so, except we need a period, right? We need a period with consequently. So what are we going to say? It
was raining.
Raining.
Period. Consequently, the picnic was canceled.
All right. And number 6, what's number 6?
Because of.
Because of.
Because of. And because of is going to use a noun.
Now.
Yes.
So
it was because of the
because of the rain.
Of the rain. Of the rain.
Because of the rain.
The picnic was canceled.
Or
the picnic
Was
canceled. Oh, ahí está. Because of the rain.
The rain.
Oh, okay.
Because of the rain. The picnic was canceled. The picnic was canceled because of the rain. All right.
Okay.
And the last one is since.
Since, yes.
Since. Okay. Since is just like because. So we need a subject and a verb. Okay.
Yes.
So what do we say? Since
it was raining.
No.
Since it was raining.
it
Right.
was raining.
Comma.
The picnic was canceled.
Comma, the picnic was
The rain.
Since it was raining, the picnic was canceled. And finally, the picnic was canceled, and no comma, since it was raining. There we go. So with those two little ideas, rain and a canceled picnic, we have how many different variations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 different ways you can write those sentences. 11. 11. That's a lot of different ways to say one thing, right? So cause and effect, we have a lot of flexibility. A lot of flexibility. Okay. Any questions there? We feel good?
Yeah.
So.
All right. So I'm gonna give you a little homework if you have time. Okay. I'm gonna give you a little homework. Okay. So let me close this if I can find my buttons. I always lose my buttons. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let me share one more time. Let's see. Share my. ¿Dónde está? Where's my window? There it is. Okay. All right. Back to our Panthers here. Okay. All right. Oops, that's the wrong button. That's not the Panthers. All right. Here we are at the Panthers. Okay. So we're going to go back to the class. Oops, wrong button. Back to the class. Okay. And back to our Panthers. Okay. Okay. You're going to see a little button that says practice testing. Do you see that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
And in practice testing, I can't give you that one yet. I tell you what, I'm going to send you a text with the homework, okay?
Okay.
Because this one is cause and effect and contrast, and I want you to do just cause and effect right now. So I will send you the link via the WhatsApp, okay?
Okay.
So no homework yet, but do notice, remember the class materials. I'm going to put the presentation from today in with these other ones to look, and plus also today we were recording the whole time, so the lesson will be saved for you to watch again on YouTube. If you does everybody know the channel on YouTube?
No.
All right.
I think I have it.
No, I don't have it.
I'm putting it in the notes there. The channel you go to. Let me share again. Would be 90041 on YouTube. So
many people is the number, teacher.
What's that?
Many people
is similar with you.
Oh, as many people are similar.
Yeah.
Okay, but let me show it to you while we're at it here. All right, let me see if I can find it here. All right, where's my? All right, here we go. Okay. So let me go to, let's see here. All right, do you see YouTube?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, it's coming up a little slowly today. So everything's always slow when we're on Zoom. But let me show you my channel here. Okay, so here you see Stephen Webb. You can look for there, and the channel. If you search for that, you should be able to find me. So as you see, there's some different lessons in here. There's some different lessons that are already from my evening classes that are there, and plus. You can, and if you just do a search on YouTube for WEBBY 90041, some lessons should come up. Right there I am right there. Do you see me? Stephen Webb with my beautiful Dodgers jacket in the picture. Oh, I miss the Dodgers. I'm very sad about that.
Me too.
When do we get baseball? I want to have baseball again. So you see, there's a bunch of different lessons that are already here, but this lesson is going to be here later today. Okay, so I will put it later today. This lesson will be up and ready to go. Okay.
Okay.
So if you want to check something, you want to listen to my explanations again, that'll be right there for you, and that'll be there within the next couple of hours. Okay. Plus, I'm going to send you a link for some homework. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, how do we feel? We feel good?
Yes.
That was a lot of information. That was a lot of information today. But remember, we're focusing on those 7 keywords today.
7.
Right?
Yes.
We have 2 clause connectors. That's since and because.
Because.
We have 2 prepositions. That's because of and due to. We have 2 transition words. That's therefore and consequently. And we have 1 conjunction. That's so. So that's totally 7 words, right? Because, since, because of, due to, therefore, consequently, so. 7 words. Every one of those words connects the cause to the effect, but it connects it just a little bit differently. Now that PowerPoint presentation, I'm also going to put into the Schoology page, so you can look at that again if you want to. And like I said, this lesson will be on YouTube within the next couple of hours. Okay.
Okay.
All right. No problems. No questions. And I'm also going to send you a message with my schedule that I'm teaching my other classes. So if you want to, if you want to be a visitor on those classes and practice a little bit more, you can have an opportunity to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
no
you.
problems. Everybody happy?
Many problems.
Many problems. I know, many problems. Believe me, I know many problems. But okay, I think it's time for lunch. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So thank you, everybody. Hang in there.
Thank you, teacher.
We have
See you next week, teacher.
7 more classes, I think, after this. But we'll do our best, okay? We'll get by little by little by little. We'll get better. It's not perfect, but it's okay. All right. So I'll see you again either on Saturday or maybe during the week. You'll be one of my guest stars. Okay. All right. Gracias a todos. All right. Have a good weekend.
Have a good night.
No drinking and driving.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Bye,
Thank you,
everybody.
See you
everybody.
next week, teacher.
Bye-bye. See you next week.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
bye,
Bye.
teacher.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you later. Everybody
Bye.
wave.
Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay.